Hello to all traders and welcome back to another market review brought to you by Orbex. The UK's inflation data was recently released and it's not giving good signs and good optimism for a lot of economists, as core inflation, which excludes volatile items such as energy and food, actually jumped from 6.8% to 7.1%. Year on year inflation remained at 8.7%, which it remains steady, but it's still very, very high. So the Bank of England will have a lot to digest from this information to see if they're going to have more rate hikes in the future and follow what the Fed have been doing for most of the last couple of years. And obviously it has seemed to be paid off from the Fed because they are slowly getting to their 2% inflation target, whereas the UK and Europe especially are still remaining quite high. So what does this mean for the central banks in general? What does this mean for the next step for the UK, and not only that, for Europe as well? Because don't forget, even though that Brexit has occurred and there is this division from the UK and the rest of Europe, the UK still has strong partnerships with a lot of European countries and still does imports and exports. So this will have quite a big impact on where we're going for the next 6 months at least until 2024. So let's see how the inflation data has affected the markets in the near term. We're looking at cable first of all, pound dollar. How could we start anywhere else? And we're just seeing now on the daily chart. What I wanted to point out was we were having this recovery nice and steady over the past few months. So, this is from the back end Q4 of the last year. So since then we had this rock bottom, actually going close to parity, a bit like euro dollar, but since then we've had this wave after wave of steady increases. If we look on the 1 hour chart though, I'll just go straight on because I just want to see and show you this small spike that we've seen on cable since the news has been released. But as you can see here from the 1 hour chart, we're not really seeing too much turbulence in the market at the moment. The main turbulence will be going forward for the Bank of England in the next 2 or 3 months when we get their interest rate decisions, when we get the next move, and will there be this all-important recession not only in the UK but in Europe as well. America seems to have really gone past the point of this, but it still lingers for most of Europe as well. So at the moment we are in pretty much this ascending channel, even though cable was a little bit shaken in the last few trading sessions, but it has been resilient, and it does look like we probably will escape the big calamity that inflation is still quite high in the UK. So let me know what you're trading on. Are you trading on any cable pairs at all? Are you trading on any minor pairs, cable yen, cable CAD, any of these particular pairs, not just not just the main sterling pairs, but obviously the minor ones as well. Let me know what you're trading on and where you think it's going. From the RSI point of view, we were seeing a slight turn down in this direction to the upside, but it didn't fall low enough on the RSI to give us this big bullish divergence that we were looking for. So it doesn't look like it's going to happen at the moment. So we're just waiting to see the next price direction. But today was a very firm direction that the UK isn't really out of the worrying zone of a recession at the moment. So let's see how that goes. Looking on euro dollar as well, we'll put it back to the 4 hour chart. Don't want to go on the daily too much because we just want to see the intraday at the moment. As you can see here, what we're looking for now is this kind of V-shaped recovery on the pair. We did see quite a big push in the last few trading sessions on this 100 pip move to the upside, but since then, as you can see, we are now in a bit of a descending channel, just slightly, not something too worried about for bulls especially, but the dollar is really having more of a turnaround on this particular pair at the moment. If we go on the 1 hour chart as well, as you can see, it's a little bit more easier to see on the 1 hour chart. We're basically, the bias is on the downside at the moment just for intraday, and we're seeing more of this dollar strength really coming into fruition after this big move to the upside. But this could just be pretty much like a flag pattern. We've got the flagpole here being made. We're having this dissension at the moment. Once we get to a certain point, we could have this move back up to the upside. So if we do that, then obviously the 110 handle will be something that we'll be looking at in the near term as well for a really good resistance move. But as I said, we are just waiting to see what the next big move in the market could be. So let me know your thoughts. This video will be posted on our Telegram and YouTube channel as usual, and we'll let you know what's happening on our Telegram channel for any of the major breaking news. So thank you very much for joining me, and we'll catch you next time. Bye for now.